everyone, welcome back to our summer design series. This is Monty with Flowers by the Bunch. Today we are going to make a summer arrangement in a fresh pineapple. So what I've done is I've taken a fresh pineapple I bought at Kroger. I hollowed it out, I cored it out. I could not get every bit of the pineapple out, but that's okay. What I did was place some Oasis foam down into the center of the pineapple, and then I filled the opening with fresh water. And so then I've taken what we call the hat of the pineapple, or the top of the pineapple, and I've taken it off, but I am going to use this actually in my arrangement. This is a bamboo skewer, and so I'm going to take that skewer and I'm going to run it as deep as I possibly can into there so it doesn't fall off. I'm going to take a good pair of scissors and cut that off, and then I'm going to tuck that right down in to that pineapple. Okay, so I have taken his hat and put it right back on, but I've left enough foam so I can put fresh flowers. I'm going to take, this is called variegated pittosporum. I love pit. It's a beautiful foliage. This is something that does grow in people's yards. My sister actually has some pittosporum growing in her yards, and often we will, if we're in need of pretty foliage, we'll go and cut hers. This actually came out of Florida from our grower in Florida. But I'm going to take that pittosporum and use this as my foliage. And I am just cutting these pretty little pieces off, okay? And I'm going to just take this foliage and go all the way around this foam. You can kind of see where I'm just going to green it out. Basically, the main thing about using foliage is you want to cover up your mechanics. So I just don't want my foam to show. Now, personally for me, I love foliage. I think, honestly, you can make a beautiful arrangement with only foliage, different varieties of foliage. There are some designers that prefer not to use foliage. I personally love foliage, so I use lots of foliage. But so all I've done is kind of greened it out all the way around. Then I'm going to take a Bells of Ireland, and I've used these before in this series. I'm going to clean them up, and I'm going to take this little frond of leaves off the top. I'm just pinching that right off. It did not hurt the flower. I'm going to use a sharp knife, cut it at an angle, and just tuck it right in the top. All right, and you know, I don't necessarily like to use 2. I like to use 3 because I don't want it to look like the antenna of a bug or insect. So I usually use 3 line flowers. Always be aware of when you make an arrangement, of stepping back from that arrangement and looking at it and seeing what you might think after the finished work. Sometimes you'll put maybe 2 sunflowers in, but you need to step back because 2 sunflowers sometimes looks like eyes looking back at you. So always be aware of your arrangement after it's made. You can always go back and adjust it. You can pull one out or you can add one to it. So don't feel like you can't mess up, but always be aware of what someone else might be seeing when they look at your arrangement. Okay, this is Veronica. Love the look that it's so tropical. Very fun, very whimsical. I'm gonna tuck that in. Veronica comes in pinks and purples, whites. It's one of my favorite to use when it's in season, just because it's different and fun. Now I have chosen more tropical colors for this arrangement. These are beautiful 2-tones lilies. Okay, I know I'm probably repeating myself when I say this, But I want to tell you a little bit about lily pollen. Be sure that you always take the pollen out of the flower. If the pollen gets on your clothes, I want you to take your shirt or your pants, whatever it got on, I want you to lay that in the sunshine and the sun will absorb that pollen. Don't try to wash it, don't try to scrub it out. The sunshine will absorb the pollen. But that's why I always take the pollen out, because I don't want it on people's clothes. So because this is a smaller, closer arrangement, I'm just pulling the bud right off, the flower right off. I'm tucking it deep into that arrangement. I'm also using the buds because they're so pretty and fun. Tucking those buds in. Here's another flower. I'm going to tuck it deep on the other side. I've actually got too much water in the reservoir, so it's kind of overflowing, so I've just got a paper towel so I can clean up as I go. These are green Alstroemeria lilies. I love an Alstroemeria lily because it lasts so long. It's such a long-lasting flower, and it's got lots of color, and it's fun, and it's inexpensive. You can buy a whole bunch at the grocery store for $6. I think you get 8 stems for $6 at the grocery store. We have them here at the shop. We keep them in all the time, just strictly because it's an inexpensive, great, long-lasting flower. So I'm tucking a few Alstros. I love the green color. Alstros come in all colors in the rainbow except blue. They come in green, they come in pinks, oranges, they come in whites, in yellows, lots of pretty colors. Very easy to work into any color scheme. So you can see how I put Alstros all the way around. And then I have these beautiful tropical orange colored roses. It's really kind of a two-toned rose. It has a deep orange outer petal and then a light orange tip of the rose. So I am going to take those and cut them short. Now because I'm cutting these roses short and I'm tucking them deep, I am not going to wire these roses. Now you certainly can wire the roses, but because I'm using them in this type of arrangement, I'm not going to wire those. Now always look at the outside of your rose. If there is a petal that's bruised or has a mark on it, just peel those right back. It's not going to hurt the rose at all. Take that rose and just tuck it in there. And this one's really open and pretty. It does have some bruising on the outside of the petals, so I'm going to go around and pull the bruised petals off. But look how pretty and open that rose is. I'm just tucking them deep into that arrangement. And lastly, I am going to use some yellow daisies. I love, of course I love the color yellow, but yellow daisies last a lot longer than other flowers also. Like Alstros, they are long lasting. And so I'm just popping these daisies off and I'm using each individual stem. Because it's a compact arrangement, they don't have to have the length. And so I'm just taking those and popping them short and just tucking them right into the arrangement. Now with this arrangement, you can certainly use ribbon if you'd like. I am not going to use any ribbon today, but you can certainly use pretty ribbon to kind of drip down the side. It's just a really fun, bright, pretty arrangement, perfect for a picnic. You can actually put it on the table with pre-cut pineapple slices or pineapple chunks. It would be so pretty. It would be great for the 4th of July. You can use 4th of July colors, but or even a luau if you wanted to have a luau at the swimming pool. It's perfect for a luau. But this is a beautiful, fun, easy arrangement that's very unique. We hope you enjoyed our presentation today. If you want to see more of our videos, follow us on Facebook and Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel.